I'm Jason Wrobel, and yes, it's true, I am a nasty vegan. I was raised by a very free-thinking parent. My mom, growing up in Detroit, just kind of always raised me to challenge authority, be a free thinker, kind of look at what society was doing and explore alternatives to the way people were eating, the way people were thinking, political views, whatever it was. I've always had this spirit, even as a child, to explore different ways of living and looking at life. Definitely Gary Yourofsky, and I got so much mad love for him for being just totally nasty, totally hardcore, and totally unapologetic for who he is and what he believes in. I think what it's done is given me more confidence and given me more permission to do other crazy things, things that people would look at and go, you're totally insane for doing this. Choosing to be vegan has led me to different kind of spiritual practices, yoga, meditation, self-inquiry. It's helped me look at how I'm impacting the world, not only for the animals, that was the primary motivation, is how can I be vegan to end suffering? But when I say that, how can I end suffering on this planet? It's led me to other explorations of how can I relieve the suffering of the environment? How can I relieve human suffering with people poisoning their bodies? How can I relieve my own suffering emotionally and spiritually? So this whole seed that was planted of how can I end suffering on this planet, that's blossomed into a whole set of other discoveries beyond just the initial desire to relieve the suffering of animals. The question now is how can I relieve suffering, period? It's about the freedom to express ourselves however we want. It's the freedom to be unabashed in experience, our experience of life and sharing that with other people. And ultimately, the more that we cultivate freedom within ourselves by being nasty and fully self-expressed in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in life, in just, being crazy and kinky and weird and artistic, it gives people permission to express themselves and find the truth of who they are more freely. And as we do that, as we cultivate more self-expression, more art, more compassion, more creativity, we liberate the world. Because to me, what this whole thing is, and the reason I've chosen to be vegan and continue every day to choose to be vegan, is for freedom and liberation, not only of ourselves, but ultimately for all the sentient beings on this planet. So as you liberate yourself, and you be more nasty and crazy and filthy and nuts and self-expressed and just let your freak flag fly, you encourage more freedom and liberation on this world. That's what I think.